What's up, fam? What's going on? It's Monday. Good day. Happy Monday. What are you doing? This is the Monday series of shows that I'm doing. It's not really a podcast, but it has a format. I'm trying to figure out the format, the flow for these things. If you haven't noticed by episode 2 or 2 episodes, and this is episode number 2. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for coming and checking this out. Hopefully you're enjoying these so far. I know I am. I'm actually, it's forcing me to get in here and do more music and talk to friends and do things. And I like that. Today's episode is about a song. I tracked this song a few weeks ago now. So the thing I can say that I wasn't even aware of when I started recording the songs, what the hell the song is really about. I just love the riff and I was having fun with it, but caught and released. It became this song that sort of created this landscape about whether it's a relationship or one of these things that sort of randomly happens with somebody, where you find yourself just completely caught up in them and entrapped, enraptured. I don't know if that's a word, but just enveloped in this thing, this situation you can't seem to get out of. And even when you feel like you're away from it, you're still in it. You're still there. That's what this song is about. And I think the tension of the chords and the way everything came together, I was able to really illustrate that. But it's not something that I really talked about. I didn't really talk much in this song because I was really just developing it as I went. So this is a different take on the song production and songwriting process for me. Sometimes you're just kind of putting it together as you go. And something about producing these songs at home too, I miss being able to bring other players in. So there will be songs, you'll hear a song at some point soon where I was able to get a drummer on, and often what I'm doing when I'm playing the bass is I'll play a part and then I'll have the drums tracked, then I'll come back in and replay that part. And when I'm doing it in the box like this, it's different because I can really formulate the bass line as a part of the melody a little bit differently and really write the song around that and then develop a beat around that. But I do try to sort of play drummer and create the right kind of vibe, and then find the motion, find the beat that's occurring as it's happening. Now I'll say this, the music side of this series, I know this is only the second episode, and I've done only exclusively music so far, but I'm going to follow this with a couple of different interviews. They have a little bit of a different basis, each of the interviews, but they're introducing you to some artists that I've worked with. I mentioned Darren Johnson, I think, in the last episode. You'll definitely hear about him in the future because he's on the EP that I'm finishing and we've mastered and getting ready to release. So, and then Ambient Soul, Roy Mitchell Cardenas, he's got a feature episode. He just put out a record. If you're watching this, go check out Ambient Soul, Heart Chambers, Dristy Records, which I'm managing. We just released 4 records and we're about to release 3 or 4 more, and a lot more music that I'm going to be putting out too. So I'm super excited about all of that. I also, I had a Substack around. So if you're on Substack, I'm just going to keep that up. I was going to get rid of that, push everything into Patreon in terms of subscriptions and these episodes and bonus episodes. But I'm also going to include that in Substack because I have a subscriber or 2 over there. So this last week, what happened last week? Something what we do in the summer a lot with the kids, the boys and I will do a lot of swimming in the pool. We got a little pool out back. It's nothing special. It's an above ground pool, but it's huge. It is massive. It's a big, 30 foot from one side to the other, but it's waist deep chest deep, I guess, for me. Perfect for the kids to learn how to swim and do all that kind of stuff. They are in swim lessons. Ginger's got them in swim lessons, and she's out there with them 2-3 mornings this past week, actually. Another thing that I've been getting them doing on the weekends with me, if it's just us, is I'll bring them out in the garage with me. We'll bring out a couple of saws. Don't worry, they're not using the saws, but I'll use the saws and I'll cut some wood down and we'll do a little wood project or something together. They helped me actually, those doors, I think you can see them in the frame there. we built those. Just built those this past weekend. Me and the boys. They helped me put the little screens on the back so that they had that nice little centerpiece, picture frame, little cedar doors for that, whatever that drink tray is thing over there. I think that's the finishing touch on that piece. I like the way it turned out. Looks good from here for me. I'm wearing my EB Rooster shirt, EB Rooster guitars. If you haven't checked those out, you've got to. Dan Blum's probably one of the best luthiers in the world. One of very few. He fixed up my 1935 Martin 0015 that I got from my aunt. I had it appraised at Groom Guitars when I got it, and then I had him because he trained and still works with Groom Guitars. When they have overflow, they'll send them out to Dan out in Fairview, Tennessee. But he's making these guitars, and that character, that Mohawk character, that's Eric. And so Eric Blum is the EB. Didn't mean to use the middle finger to do that, but he's the EB. These guitars, he's making a bunch of Telecasters. He's making a bunch of just various. He actually, I had a baritone guitar that I was using for a while. I think is the very first one he ever made. Telecaster body, really sweet guitar. I think I put it on a couple of tracks at one point. But this guitar line, Eric passed away a long time ago now, probably 10, 15 years ago now. And Eric was in my band when we were in high school. That's how I know this family. That's how I know these guys. Known them since I was a kid. Eric just got into some bad things and ended up ODing on fentanyl. Was in some heroin he got a hold of. They have a whole documentary, I think, coming out on that story. You go buy these guitars, they give proceeds go to people struggling with addiction and awareness about the realities of addiction and being in a family facing someone who's dealing with addiction. Great guitar line, fantastic guitars, the best guitars you can buy, handmade. And you should definitely check them out if you're a guitar player. And if you just want to support that kind of thing, check it out. Buy somebody one of the guitars. They're incredible. Anyway, let's just dive right into this episode. This is the production of this song, and I hope that you will enjoy it. Okay. Recording. Do I have an input, mic input? Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's turn this brightness down. So I got this new song that I've been working on. It's a really weird tune. It's sort of like it crosses a few different influences of mine, from Radiohead to like Jeff Buckley in the chords a little bit. So I'm screwing around with this thing. This isn't for any particular purpose. I just was really feeling this vibe and these chords. I was actually listening to some songs from Another Brief that I missed the submission deadline for, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like this one is kind of in one of the veins of music that I haven't done in a long time, but I love to do. So I thought I'd give it a shot. This is called Caught and Released. This is the sort of making of that song. Let's go. Check this shit out. What do you need? Nobody can offer relief. They can't rescue me. You call out to me. Caught and released. Come on. Yeah. Let's fucking track this shit. offer relief.
Driving you madly spacious mind. Misunderstanding your own kind. From what you stole, from what you found in me. Strings from my soul that once were binding.
Mellotron. No, this is, Mellotron.
What do you need? Nobody can offer relief. Come rescue me. You call out to me. Caught in
Alright, working on this thing. I got into the bridge and I kind of decided I had to, do something different. And I don't think I can go back. I think I've gone too far. You see all this crazy volume? I separated this file out and reversed it, and then I changed the time in here. All these little segments are chopped up and kind of shifted around. So let me just play you what the guitar soundtrack, or what the guitar tracks sound like. So they kind of veer off. Then they gradually get louder and drop out before you get into that chorus. So when you hear what's happening in the Moog and the Mellotron, that's where you can really hear the changes there in the bass. But all that's fading out as this is getting louder. Bop. So you can get like a really nice break in there. I think it's cool. I also added some noise in here just to give it that rhythmic pattern. I think this has to come back. All right, I think I see some changes I need to make. Yeah, come on. Yeah. Okay. Let's bounce it and see how we feel. How about that? There you go. Caught and released. Hope you liked it. If you want to hear the full song, that's going to go up on Patreon and Substack, I think. I'll put that song up in both areas, maybe. I need to figure that out. I'm still figuring out the tiers, and I matched up that pricing. It's $5 a month is what we ended up on. You will get to see, if you join as a free member, the bonus episodes on Patreon and Substack. The bonus episode for this week is an interview with Daryl Scott. Daryl Scott is an incredible multi-instrumentalist. He's been on a ton of records. Google him, because I'm not going to do it justice. But the point is, if you know who he is, you're going to want to see this episode. If you don't know who he is, look him up, and you're going to want to see this bonus episode, this extended interview. It was up on YouTube for a minute a while ago, but I took it down probably over a year ago. All of those Home on the Road episodes, I think I took down over a year ago or more, even 2 years ago now, because the documentary's on Tubi. And I'm going to stop talking about the documentary eventually, but a lot of this sort of ties into that period of my life and work, that body of work. So that interview it's going to be a longer interview than is in the actual documentary. So even if you go watch that, you'll still want to check this out because there's a little bit of extra material in it. My buddy Chad Crawford was with me out on Daryl's farm in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, middle of the state, just between here and Knoxville somewhere. And it's a cool episode. He moved a farmhouse, I think from his dad's farm onto his farm from Kentucky, moved it down onto his farm. He uses it as a little guest house, I believe. So he's got a bunch of cool little buildings out there, this great little compound. And he was finishing building his studio while we were there. That'll be dropping this same day that this comes out. Now, next week, you're going to see an interview. It's 2 Darren Johnson interviews. Darren Johnson, he's one of the best keyboardists. He's one of the best piano players in the world. It's got to be. He was touring with Seal and Alanis Morissette after having been on the road with Miles Davis. The man was definitely sort of in the top of the sphere. And I think he's sort of come out of that basis of attention just because he's not on the road anymore doing all that. He's been doing a lot of work in his house like I have, just producing content for specific labels, podcasts, that kind of thing. But good Lord, the man can play. He put out a jazz record last year. You've got to go check that out. Just look up Darren Johnson. You'll see it. I think it's probably the only release he has on Spotify. He's currently working on another record, so we talk about that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next Monday.